already. I know I'm supposed to be doing this like vlog style, but I decided to have a little sit down with y'all and share some of my travel tips and hacks. I made like this long list here of things that I think you guys should know in regards to traveling. If you don't know already, my name is Diamond. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell on my videos so you could get more videos like this in the future. It's Vlogmas, so I'm trying to do quick videos giving you guys tips and tricks since my life is not that interesting. I love to travel. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I'll put my Instagram in here and in the description below. And me and my fiance Matt, we travel all the time. We've been constantly making sure we try to have between 5 to 6 vacations for the year. People always ask us how we do it, you know, like how we afford it, how we afford to go to the places that we go. We travel both domestically within the country and also internationally outside of the country. You by no means have to be super rich or have a shit ton of money to travel outside of the country, or by no means have to have a lot of money to travel outside of your state. I'm going to start with search engines. So we use search engines like Skiplagged, a Skyscanner. I want to break it down. So Skyscanner, they have a task on there where if you are flexible with where you want to go, you could go into Skyscanner, put your location where you want to fly out of, and then put an everywhere. Skyscanner will bring up all of the locations around the world that is the cheapest month for you to fly. So one thing I want to say, you have to be flexible. If you want to travel outside of the country, if you want to get a cheap flight, you have to be flexible in when you could go. Like, you should be willing to up and leave at any given moment. And that's not easy for a lot of people because a lot of people have jobs where they have to request time off, or they have jobs where they request time off, but it's not easy to get like PTO or get it approved. Luckily, me and Matt don't have jobs like that. We can up and go whenever we want. There's search engines like HitList, Google Flights, Scott's Cheap Flights, and Airfare Watchdog. Scott's Cheap Flights and Airfare Watchdog are on Twitter, and they put up travel mistakes. So if the airline puts up a ticket mistake, for example, there was a ticket mistake last year to Hawaii that we got from Scott's Cheap Flights, and we were able to, from finding an airfare mistake from the airline, I think we flew Delta. Scott's Cheap Flights has a website. Airfare Watchdog has a website as well. They also have a Twitter where they update it every single day, every time there's an airfare mistake. I also really like HitList. You could plan your vacation. So you put into the search engine where you want to go, when you want to go, and throughout that period of time, say for example, I wanted to take a trip next year June to Napa. I'll put in the dates that I want to go next year June, put in Napa Valley, California, and between now, December 2019, and June 2020, HitList will look for the cheapest flights within that time period and constantly update me and let me know what's the cheapest flight, and then it's my discretion whether I want to purchase that flight or not to go in June of that time. Travel with 2 carry-on bags, okay? 2. Do not, if you want to save money, don't check a bag. Checking a bag is expensive, unless you're flying like Southwest, where Southwest allows you to check, I think they allow you to check 2 bags on top of bringing a carry-on. But if you're flying like Delta, JetBlue, United, definitely Spirit, or else Frontier, like if you're flying airlines like that, try to condense your things into 2 bags. Most airlines, well, all airlines allow you to bring a carry-on bag for free. Most airlines, I think dumbass Spirit doesn't, but that's neither here nor there. I'd rather not fly Spirit, So that, I'm just letting y'all know, if you want to fly Spirit, you can fly Spirit, but they charge for your carry-on bags. If you could condense all of your things into 2 bags, one personal bag could be a duffel bag or a backpack or a purse, like a tote purse, and then the other bag, which is your carry-on that you could put on for free, is the regular standard carry-on bag. So if you could condense your things to those 2 bags, especially if you're only going on vacation for 7 days or something like that, that you could definitely condense your bags to that small and also bring things back. If you want a video on how I pack my bags for vacation, I could definitely do that for you. Just leave a comment down below and let me know. You're easily saving almost $200 there and back, all-inclusive resorts. So all-inclusive resorts, you could use sites like I didn't write this down, but you could use sites like Book It, where Book It, you put in the location that you want to go. Most all-inclusive resorts are out of the country. You could put where you want to go on bookit.com. And mind you, this video is not sponsored at all. I'm just letting you know what I use so that y'all can find some flights and go on vacation next year. But you put in the destination that you want to go to, and then Book It will pull up all of the resorts in that area, and you could sort it from most expensive to cheapest, or cheapest to the most expensive. And all-inclusive resorts are the wave. I've been to 4 all-inclusive resorts between this year and last year. You're in a different country, and you're able to explore, but you don't have to go to like restaurants or anything like that, because at the hotel, all of your food is included, all of your alcohol is included. Literally every single thing is included in your stay at that location. So you don't have to spend any extra money. You could go there with a couple $100s and be completely fine. Me and Matt, we love doing like excursions. Oftentimes always leave the resort to go do something or to explore and see something else. But that's just us, and we just bring extra money if we want to go on an excursion or go in the jungle somewhere or ATV somewhere or something like that. Instead of booking excursions through the hotel, which could be super expensive, we know where we're going. So we find the company that does the excursions and we book through them. So I caution you to not buy excursions through the hotel. They go rip you off. Credit cards with reward points or miles. If you're really good with your credit card, where you buy something and you pay it back right away, and when you buy something, you accumulate points. So you could use those points for whatever airline you have your credit card with. For example, we have a credit card that's with Delta. So anytime we use that card, we accumulate miles for Delta, and then we could use those miles. Instead of spending money on Delta, we could use those miles to go somewhere. I used miles this year to go to New York, and I didn't have to pay for a ticket. I just used the miles that was on the card. That is one way where you don't have to come out of pocket to buy a plane ticket, because that's money that you've already spent and paid your credit card back, and you're just being rewarded for using your credit card. Being willing to delay your flight. If you are not time conscious, if you don't care to delay your flight 3 to like 6 hours or so, then this is a tip for y'all. Okay, me and Matt have been fortunate enough to I don't know, we just have good vibes around us at all times. Good vibes. One too many times this year and last year, we've delayed our flight, and this is how this happens. So I don't know the reason, but sometimes airlines overbook their flights. So they will ask, if a flight is overbooked, they will ask you to give up your seat for someone and delay your flight and put you on the next flight out to wherever you're going. If you're not time conscious and you don't have anywhere to go the next day, and you don't really care to sit in the airport for extra 3, 6, 7, 10 hours, they will give you airline credits for you giving up your seat to a location. So for example, Matt and I went on vacation for my birthday, and we were in Fort Lauderdale flying back home, and they needed, I think, 4 people to give up their seats. Matt and I ain't had nothing to do the next day. We were like, cool, we could give up our flight. We could give up our seat. Who need our seat? So we gave up our seat, And the airline, I won't mention them, but the airline gave us both $1,000 airline credit. And the next flight back home was literally an hour delay. So we stayed in the airport for an extra hour, got on the next flight, and we received $2,000. We received two $1,000 airline credit that we could use within a year. So we've used that to take vacations to different places this year. That's a tip that rarely happens, but it's something that happens that you can take advantage of if you're not time sensitive to wherever you're going, or if you're going home and you have work the next day. If you're going home, you don't have work the next day. This is a tip that you could take advantage of. We don't find all of our vacations by ourselves. Matt's sister has a blog and Instagram where she travels with her kids, and she has a blog and an Instagram called The Traveling Child, and she takes her husband and their two daughters, they go on vacation all over the world, and she gives moms and parents different tips and tricks to travel out of the country to different locations with your children. Matt's nieces are 5 and 3, I believe, or 5 and 2, and she's taken them on vacation since they were babies. That is something else that you could look into. I'll link her information down in the description box. I hope this video helped you. If you want me to do more videos giving you budget tips or how to pack your bags or things like that, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I don't understand why. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Night.